Scorpio, welcome to your weekly reading. Let's get started and see what messages we have for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Keeping in mind that these are general readings and may not resonate for everyone. So make sure to check out your other placements to get a full picture of all the messages. All right, my friends, let's get started here for Scorpio. Okay, Three of Pentacles kind of shuffling out of my hands. Let's keep that out. Perhaps you're building a new foundation. Perhaps you're looking for new collaborators, people to work with. Who are the right people right now for you to work with? Who are the right people that you need right now some guidance from maybe, or you could share resources to build a new foundation towards something. You're working on something here. You're not feeling necessarily very confident about your ability to do this though. Perhaps it's because you're still looking for the right people. Perhaps it's because you're still envisioning this whole project. You're still envisioning things, and you may still be recovering from events that shifted the ground beneath your feet, which needed a new foundation. So you're still not certain about the direction. You're still not certain about who the collaborators are. You're not certain about a lot of things, but you are certain that it's time to build the new foundation. It's almost time to, if you're building a foundation where there used to be one, sometimes you have to find the parts that, maybe the wood is rotten in that corner over there. So you're going to have to change that section before you can build this new section. And there may be some deterioration over here. Maybe there was some water damage at one point, or some termites or something. And so you need to sort of fix that before. So I feel like that's where this lack of confidence is coming in, is you're sort of looking at the overall situation and trying to decide what's the priority, what has to happen before that other step can happen. And before I get all my new wood laid down, maybe I need to establish that the concrete underneath is still viable and good. And so it's like your confidence might be a little bit shaky right now because you're about to embark on a new process, a new project, a new basis to build upon. And so as you're building, you're still formulating things. You're still trying to find the right partners. I think that's the key thing. And you're still trying to understand the truth behind this whole thing. There's the Queen of Swords. So you're moving towards this transformation on sort of trepidatious ground, right? You're still uncovering everything that needs repair, and where you can find the people that know how to repair these things and how to move ahead. I think you're looking for the right people. We see the Page of Cups here in reverse. So that tells me that as you're transforming this project, as the project is transforming you, in both directions, you're still sort of trying to find your grounding. You're still healing from something. You're still recovering from something. You're still seeking the truth about something. And as a result, even though you're feeling ready to go ahead with this project, there's a part of you that feels like you're not sure what direction to start. You're not sure where to start, and that's fair, but there is a start here. And I feel like it's in reverse right now just because your direction is maybe a little all over the place. You might be feeling a little emotionally pulled in different directions. You might be feeling a lack of readiness, to actually go for it, which is why I think you're still seeking the truth. That's why the Queen of Swords is there, trying to guide you to find the information you're looking for. I almost feel like you're looking for the right people to help with this project. You're looking for the right tools. You're looking for the right instructions. You're looking for the right collaborators, partners, investors. You're looking for the magical team. You're putting together a dream team here, and teamwork makes the dream work, Scorpio. And I think that that's where you're at right now, is you're trying to you're trying to assemble a dream team of collaborators, partners, maybe even new friends, new lovers, new everything. You're in a state where you're building a new foundation. because it's time. You're recovering from some big shift. We saw it in your last week's reading. And now you're sort of moving on to build the foundation, even a little bit before you know what's going on with that foundation. You know, as I part the deck, I see the 3 of Swords and the 6 of Swords. So again, you're healing from something and you're trying to still get distance from it. But as you're doing that, you're also rebuilding a foundation. You know, it's funny. I just got an image of someone on a sunny day going into their backyard, looking at the deck and being like, this is the weekend. We're going to fix the deck. You know, we're going to repair the deck and then build a new one and expand it. And it's almost like that first day where you're sort of investigating everything. You're calling people, you're making sure you have all the tools and you're laying everything out. You're not quite ready to go for it, which is why the King of Rods is in reverse, but you're definitely laying the groundwork here. You're laying the groundwork for a new foundation. And there's the 5 of Wands. So that's funny. I'm laughing because the 5 of Wands suggests to me that as you're looking for collaborators, all you're finding is people with differences of opinion. So that's interesting. I think you're going to need to have a focus before you start adding people. Because without focus, you're going to get a lot of different opinions. You're going to get a conflict of egos here where no one can agree on, okay, no, we're going to start here. No, we're not. We're going to start here. No, we're not. We're going to start here. No, we're not. We're going to start here. And this is the right place to start. No, this is the right place to start. And it's sort of like you have to decide that first. You need to be a confident leader, Scorpio, before you invite people to lead. Do you know what I mean? Like you have to know where you're going and what you want first. So I think that's where you're going to need to start. Yeah, see, your vision is not clear. You need to have a strong vision first. You need to have a strong vision of what you want to accomplish first. Is your deck going to have 2 levels? Are you going to put a hot tub in that deck? Are you going to have to make a hole for the hot tub then, and maybe some stairs and maybe some different flooring so that the wood doesn't get too wet, or maybe some kind of sealant or protect. I don't know why I'm focused on this deck, but like it's very interesting. You have to have a solid vision before you start building. So I almost feel like saying, put the brakes on all of this in terms of the work. Start planning, start envisioning, start there, and then invite collaborators, and then start to notice how your confidence shifts, because now you know exactly how you want this deck to look, so you can get the tools and the right people. You know, maybe you need a plumber, maybe you need a carpenter, maybe you need someone to help you dig. Maybe you need some people that have the tools to dig a new foundation first. So instead of, what's that expression? Call before you dig, right? Because you could hit a power line or you could hit a pipe and then you've got a mess. So yes, this is a time to really have a clear vision and consult with the right experts to know how to do these things that you want to do. Okay, on the Star card, we're seeing the Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles, both, or the Knight of Pentacles, excuse me, both in reverse. So again, this is telling me that you need to sort of get your vision focused first. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself sort of having a lot of energy and a lot of action towards nothing, like towards unfocused stuff, you know, like it's almost like you would be, what's the best way to phrase this? It would sort of be like having a lot of enthusiasm, but no idea where to direct it properly so that you can accomplish your goal. Like having a lot of enthusiasm, but no direction. And that's not going to help. So that's why we're seeing that on the Star card, because you're just formulating your vision right now. You're formulating your vision. It's not clear yet. You're not sure how the direction is going to look. You do have a lot of untapped potential here. You have a lot of untapped potential. And so instead of releasing that potential without a direction, which could lead to ultimately the project being sabotaged, you know, just by having a lot of enthusiasm but no clear direction. And so we need the direction and the vision, then add the enthusiasm and the collaborators with the right tools, and you know, look out, because it's going to go, you're going to build that foundation properly, and it's going to really go from there. Now, why is the Queen of Swords here? Aha, the Queen of Swords is here because she wants you to get clear on where your emotional fulfillment truly lies. So Scorpio, again, as you're building this foundation towards a new day for yourself, you need to get really clear on what it is that you want. On a visionary level, and an emotional level, and on a practical level, and on a mental level. All of the levels are here. And so it's like the Queen of Swords is here to help guide you towards finding your truth. What is really emotionally fulfilling for you? What is this new vision you have for the future? How can you get there without a lot of conflict? Who are the people you need to invite along? And how can this be transformative? Like, how is this going to be different from what you've built before? You know what I mean? This is really exciting, actually. I feel like you're really moving towards something quite fulfilling, quite meaningful, and it has a lot of energy behind it. It's just not focused yet. The energy is not focused. The picture is still blurry. And so we need to bring that picture into focus here for you. Otherwise, it's going to be sabotaged, right? There's the Knight of Wands. So it's very interesting. You have the whole Wands crew here. You've got the King, the Queen, and the Knight, and they're all in reverse. So seeing the King, the Queen, and the Knight of Wands all in reverse, that really tells me that you've got a lot of passion to do something new. You've got a lot of untapped potential. You've got a lot of vision, but not a lot of clarity. That's what's lacking right now, is the clarity on what it is. What's your what? That's what's not clear. Do you have a lot of drive? Absolutely. Do you have a lot of enthusiasm? Totally. Do you have a lot of ideas? Definitely. But are you clear on where your emotional fulfillment lies? Not so much. Are you clear on the vision that you have for the future and what you want to achieve? It's blurry. You're figuring it out. Are you ready to invite in investors and do a presentation on this? No, you're not. I think you're going to find that that would be overwhelming, and it would create a lot of differences of ego, opinions. You'd have like too many cooks in the kitchen at that point. You need to be a clear leader here before you invite people to join you on this vision that you have of the future. Your vision of the future is not yet clear. So clarify that first, and then, oh my goodness, this is going to go so quickly after that with all of these wands. I just feel like if you're not clear, you could end up just sabotaging yourself early out the gate. So get your ducks in a row, if you will. I love that expression. Get your ducks in a row. See a clear vision of where your ducks are going and how they're going to get there, and then off you go. Okay, what does Scorpio need to surrender or surrender to? Okay, we've got two cards coming out, one after the other here. We see surrender worry and surrender to your full power. I really feel this, like she's holding a wand here it's kind of like a sword, but we're going to look at it as a wand because you've got so much wand energy in this reading, and it is about your full power, which is that masculine energy, that drive, your will. It says here, your life is calling your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. And I really feel like you're about to step into your full power here. You just need to focus your energy about where you're headed, what are you trying to achieve? What's your vision? Now, it says here, surrender worry, and I feel like that's fair to say because you might be carrying some worry here. It says, make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body, focus on your power, Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is always guiding you. And I just feel like you need to focus your vision. You know, you need to know where you're off to. It says here, so interesting, surrender procrastination. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. So start taking action and establish that vision that you have for your most fulfilling outcome and what you want to accomplish. And then off you go. You just got to clarify that a little bit more this week, Scorpio. That's your homework. What's your vision? What's your what? Once you figure that out, there's nothing that can stop you. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading. I hope it's been helpful. If it's resonated for you, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting. If you would like a personal reading, you can find that information in the description below. As always, I'm sending you so much love and light, and I look forward to reading for you again soon. Take care, my friends.